Hi there, Kira here, and I wanted to come on face to face in my new house. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, we recently bought a house, and I will do a craft tour eventually. My craft room is not completely set up yet. There's a lot I want to do because we literally just moved in a couple days ago as I'm filming this. So there's definitely a lot more that I want to do, but yeah, we have a house and really excited. I wanted to come and talk to you guys about some New Year's resolutions. I know it's kind of early to be talking about New Year's resolutions, but I have the Christmas tree up, so I figure it's about time. So last year I had wanted to do a face-to-face and talk about my New Year's resolutions, and instead I was really lame and I got sick and did like a voiceover where I kind of briefly mentioned my resolutions for the year. So this is more what I wanted to do last year and I didn't get to do it and whatever. Anyways, doing it now. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I share this channel with my crafty bestie, Mary, and we both do process videos, and we both have very different styles, so you kind of get a lot of everything on our channel. We both try to stay pretty active on here, although since I've been moving, I haven't been posting as many videos, but now I moved, so videos. So anyways, crafty, scrappy resolutions. I don't know if you guys do resolutions for your scrappiness, but I find that it's the only resolutions that I can actually stick to. I don't make resolutions through any other part of my life. I'm not like oh, I'm gonna lose weight or I'm gonna go to the gym, clearly kind of girl. So scrappy resolutions is what I'm good at keeping. So last year I wrote them down so I would remember. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. But last year I had made 10 resolutions and I set one goal for myself for the year. And so I decided to do the same thing this year. And I'm just gonna kind of talk about the resolutions and what worked and what didn't. I kept most of them, so that's good, but and then hopefully my resolutions for this year and what I'll be able to do and keep this year. So my first resolution for 2017 was to subscribe to a kit club, which I did. I subscribed to Citrus Twist in January. That was my first, January 2017 was my very first Citrus Twist kit that I got. And now I'm on the design team, so that's worked out well. So yeah, I wanted to subscribe to a kit club for a couple of different reasons. I wanted to kind of be better about budgeting my money for scrappy stuff, and I also wanted to kind of motivate me to scrapbook more, because I had just started scrapbooking at the end of 2016, so getting into 2017 I wanted something that was going to kind of keep me on track with scrapbooking, so I thought a kit club would be good for that, and it has been, so happy about that. I wanted to spend my money more wisely, so I did not set a budget last year. I didn't say I was going to spend less on scrappy supplies. That was never my goal. My goal was just to spend more wisely. So less spending on like washi tape at Michael's and things like that. And I did really good with that. I haven't been to Michael's in forever. I haven't been like dollar store shopping, which was something I was doing in 2016. So I have been actually doing really good with spending more wisely, and I really kind of just rely on my design team goodies to get me through the month. So I don't spend a whole lot other than maybe on some white cardstock and things like that. Number 3 was to do one layout per week, which I have surpassed that goal. So at the beginning of the year, I was only scrapbooking one layout per week because I was just getting started. I wasn't sure what kind of format I liked. I didn't know if I was a 12 by 12 layout kind of person or if I was more project life. And so I kind of just wanted to play around with everything and see what I liked best. And so I was doing one layout per week as I started getting more comfortable with scrapbooking, I've definitely increased that. I probably do about 3 layouts per week now, most of them for my design team projects. But I didn't start scrapbooking as regularly as I do now until we moved to San Antonio, which was the end of May is when we moved here. So once we moved here and I was a lot less stressed and getting settled into our new home, I was scrapbooking a lot more. So yeah, I definitely surpassed that goal of 1 layout per week. 1 project life layout per week. So I was really good about this in the beginning of the year. I was all about project life. I thought that was my way to scrapbook. I thought that it was perfect, and I really loved scrapbooking project life. I even scrapbooked the whole trip down here, our road trip down from Washington to San Antonio. I did project life every night. And yeah, I really liked project life. And then about 2 weeks after we moved here, I started doing 12 by 12s more, and project life kind of fell off the track. So I think caught up until, I want to say July or August is when I'm caught up to in project life. So I need to get back on track with project life, and I want to, but I don't know, I need to kind of reevaluate what I'm doing with project life, because I'm not liking, like, I look back on my older project life spreads and I don't really like what I see, and it's not my favorite way to scrapbook, but my family loves project life. Like, my husband loves project life. My kids love looking at the project life albums. So I feel like I have to do that for them, because that's their favorite way to look at our memories. So yeah, I'll get back on track with project life eventually, but I'll talk more about that in my 2018 goals. We'll get there. So number 5 was to be more consistent on YouTube. So I had made a plan to do Happy Mail Mondays, Project Life Tuesdays, and Layout Thursdays is what I had planned to do for YouTube, which I did really well for the first part of the year. As I got on design teams, then I still think that I'm pretty consistent in posting videos on YouTube for you guys, but it's become more when the layouts or projects go up on the design team blogs. That's when the YouTube video will come out. So I don't have a set schedule for YouTube right now, which I think is fine. I definitely still put out content. It's just not on a set schedule like Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays like I was doing at the beginning of the year. So I just do it kind of as my design team projects come up. And let's see, number 6 was to be more active on social media. I love Instagram. It's my favorite form of social media, and I post on Instagram once a day. And I try to be very consistent about posting once a day. So it's either going to be a sneak of a project that's coming up, or it's going to be a project reveal. But I definitely like to just keep to 1 posting a day. I don't like to overwhelm my followers on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, I'm kira.gits.crafty. So you can follow me on there if you would like. And yeah, I think I've done pretty good about that. I post on, like, for each of my design teams, I post on their individual Facebook group pages, but I've stopped posting on, like, Scrapaholics Anonymous. I stopped posting on there. I had a lot of negativity from a certain individual, so I stopped posting on Scrapaholics Anonymous. And sometimes I'll post in the Scrap Gals community, but yeah, mostly I just stick to Instagram. Number 7, I wanted to start a family album, which I did. I started both a family 12 by 12 album, and I started a family 12 by 12 project life album. So I have both of those going, and I think I'm probably onto about 3 layouts or 3 albums for my 12 by 12 layouts and 2 albums for my project life. Yikes. So that needs to maybe go down a little bit next year. I wanted to use more of my stash. That was number 8 on my goals or my resolutions for this year, which I did a pretty good job at. I actually purged a lot of my stash when we moved from Washington to San Antonio. So I don't have a whole lot that I currently, like in my craft room, I don't have a ton because I haven't been buying a whole lot because I just use my design team stuff for my projects, and yeah, I just don't buy a lot of extras, I guess. So my stash is pretty small. I mean, it's small to me. It may be big to others, but I think it's in control, I think. Number 9 was to do more video series with Mary. We are okay at this. The problem is that we're both on design teams right now. I'm on 4 and Mary's on 3, and it's hard to add in additional like collaborations when you've got so many design team projects that you have to do. So we try to do like Scrap Lift Saturday, which was one Saturday a month. But you know, life gets in the way, whatever. I'm not too concerned about it. Me and Mary talk all the time, and it's not like we're missing out on that connection that was the whole point of starting this YouTube channel. But yeah, it'd be nice to do more, but we did a few. We have like a couple of embellishment videos that we did, and yeah, it was fine. I mean, let me know if you guys want to see more of those, I guess. That's my child. He's supposed to be napping. I think he can hear me. Okay, so number 10 on my, this is my last resolution for 2017, was to finish my boys' baby books. It didn't happen, guys. It didn't happen. It's not going to happen this year either, I don't think. I just highly doubt it. Anyways, so those are my 10 Scrappy resolutions for 2017. My goal for 2017 was to make a design team. That's the only goal I had. I just wanted to make one design team. And I made 4, and I'm really happy that I was able to make 4 design teams and that I'm able to create for these companies. And yeah, but I feel like it sounds like a lot, like that I'm on 4 design teams, and maybe it sounds a little greedy. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel like I deserve to be on these design teams. Like the design teams I'm on, like Citrus Twist, there are some amazing scrapbookers on Citrus Twist. Like I am not on the same level as them. So I definitely don't feel like I'm supposed to be on the Citrus Twist design team. Like maybe that was a mistake. But yeah, and the other design teams, obviously I have there's amazing people on all of my design teams, but sometimes I feel like maybe I don't deserve to be on all of the ones that I'm on. But I wanted to let you guys know that it wasn't just like I applied for a design team and I got all these design teams I wanted to get on. I applied to a ton of design teams this year, like a ridiculous amount. So I wanted to tell you guys all of the design teams that I applied for and which ones I didn't get on. My God, go to sleep, child. Okay, so the first design team I applied for ever was Peachy Cheap back in January of 2017. I have no idea what happened with their design team because they had people making things for a little bit, but then it just seemed like it disappeared off. I don't know if you guys follow them on Instagram. So I'm probably okay that I didn't make that design team because it didn't seem like it really worked out too well. But yeah, Peachy Cheap was the first one I applied to, and I did not make it. Then I applied for Hip Kit Club in February, which is just a joke, really. that I would even apply for. I had been scrapbooking, let's see, October, November, December. So I had been scrapbooking for 5 months at that time, and I was not very good at 5 months in. Maybe I thought I was at the time, but I definitely was not. So I applied for Hip Kit Club and clearly did not make it. I also, in February, applied to Simple Stories, which again is kind of silly because I was not going to make that design team either. Also, I don't really scrap with a lot of their products, so it's kind of silly that I would even consider applying to Simple Stories because it's just, I don't have a whole lot of Simple Stories product in my stash. In March, I applied to Feed Your Craft. That was a little disappointing. I was disappointed I didn't make that. But at the time, I understood why I didn't make it because I wasn't at the level that they were probably looking for, and the level of the people that are on their design team. Like Heba is my favorite from My Little Journal. If you guys aren't following her, you should follow her. But she is on that design team and she's amazing, and I'm definitely not at her level, so that makes sense to me. Okay, then around that time, we were moving. So, we got the transfer went through or whatever, but it took a couple months before we actually moved. So, there was a couple design teams, like Speak on Scraps had a design team call during that time, and I did not apply to them because we were in the process of moving. I knew that I wouldn't be able to start until later, so I didn't even apply to them. So I didn't apply to any design teams during that period of time. Then when we got down here, then I was like, full on, I'm gonna apply to everything. So in May, the first design team I applied for was Wild Hair when we got down here, and I did make Wild Hair, and that was really exciting to make my very first design team, and I was ecstatic, like so excited. It was my first design team, it was a kit club, very exciting stuff. And then in June, I applied for Color Cast Designs and did not make that. Also in June, I applied for Felicity Jane and did not make that. However, Felicity Jane does now follow me on Instagram, so that's kind of exciting. I didn't really expect to make Felicity Jane because I do feel like they're at a higher level than what I'm at. But they follow me on Instagram, and I mean, that's good, right? And then also in June was Hip Kit Club again. I wasn't gonna make that. I seriously was just applying to every single design team call that came out. I just applied to all of them. And then the last one in June that I applied to was Ink Road Stamps. And that was exciting that I got on that, and also that Mary got on that. Mary she FaceTimed me when she found out that she got an Ink Road stamp. She FaceTimed me and was like, oh my god, I made it, and was so excited, and I was really excited for her, but I hadn't checked my email yet, so I didn't know if I had made it, and I didn't tell her that I had applied too. So then after we got off the phone, then I checked my email, saw that I made it, and then I FaceTimed her back and was like, oh my god, I made it too. And that was really exciting that we were both on Ink Road stamps. Then in July, I applied for Citrus Twist Kit Club and made that, obviously, and that was the most exciting one. I'm sorry to my other design teams, but that was the kit club I subscribed to. That was literally my dream design team, was Citrus Twist kits. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better design team to be on than Citrus Twist, because I was already subscribing to them. So it's very exciting. In July, I also applied to the Awesome Ladies Project. I did not make the design team, but I was offered a guest design spot, which I did in October. In August, I applied to Feed Your Craft again and did not make it again. So I probably will not be applying to Feed Your Craft anytime soon. I just don't think that my style is what they're looking for. I still love all their product, and I think that they have amazing designers, and I have no hard feelings towards them for not picking me. That's not why I'm not going to apply again, because I think that would be kind of childish. It's just that I just don't think I'm what they're looking for. So it's silly for me to put myself in that position of getting rejected over and over again if I'm not what they want. And then in September, I applied to Wild Whisper Designs, Ellie Studio, Scrap Delight, and yeah, so those are the ones I applied to in September. Yeah, those weren't all gonna happen. So then in September was also when Ashley Horton sent me a message and asked me if I would be on the cut shop. So she doesn't have applications you don't apply to get on that team. She asks you to be on the team, which is pretty amazing, and I was really stinking excited about that. So yeah, that was also a very exciting time to be asked to be on a design team by somebody, especially someone like Ashley, who is at that level. That, I mean, she's just amazing. So very exciting to be asked to be on the cut shop. And then in October, I applied for the Bella Boulevard design team, which, again, why? I don't think I've ever used, I think I've used like an ephemera pack from them and maybe one paper. Like, I just don't use their stuff. Why would I apply for them? I wasn't gonna make it. Also, they're one of the design teams, they want to see their product in your layouts when you apply, which I think is kind of silly, but whatever. I didn't make that one. So yeah, that's all of the design teams that I applied for. So I only made a fraction of what I actually applied for, but if you want to be on design teams, you need to put yourself out there. And I don't think that I'm this wonderful, amazing scrapbooker and that everyone wants to scrapbook like that's not me. I think that I take decent pictures of my projects, and I think that I'm very active on social media, and I think that's what design teams want. Just my 2 cents there. So now on to this has turned into a very long video. Oh my goodness. So now on to my 2018 resolutions. I might split this up into multiple videos. This is kind of silly that it's going to be like 40 minutes long. Anyways, 2018 Scrappy resolutions. So my first one is to overcome my fear of mixed media. So if you guys follow this channel, you know I just do not have good luck with mixed media. Every time I try it, ends up going in the trash, and I want to be better about trying and sticking with it, like not just tossing it because I don't like the way it looks. So that's my first resolution. My second resolution is I want to do 1 layout per month that's not for YouTube and that's not for a design team. So right now, because I'm on 4 design teams, most of my layouts, most of my scrapbooking is just for design teams. And I mean, clearly it goes into my family album. I'm happy that I'm making this stuff. I'm happy that I'm on these design teams. But it, not that it limits my creativity, but it, I don't know how to phrase that. Just that I wanted just kind of no pressure of creating some amazing thing. You know, I just wanted just scrapbook just for me. So that's my resolution, is 1 layout per month where it's just for me. I want to do more online crops with Mary. So we have done like a split screen Facebook Live thing before, but we haven't done it with cropping, like to crop yet. So we want to start doing that, and we both talked about how we want to do that more. We also both want to be more active in our Facebook group, which has been kind of neglected. So our Facebook group is the Create, Craft, Repeat community. You can find us on Facebook and you can get into the Facebook group. But like I said, it's been a little neglected lately. So I think both of us are going to try this coming year to just be more active in there. I want to organize my craft space. So right now it's okay. It's not like a mess or anything, but I want to get another table right here and just have things a little bit more organized and in a more workable way for me. So yeah, that's one of my big goals for this year. I want to set a monthly budget and then stick to that monthly budget. So I still spend every month on mostly citrus twist stuff. As part of the design team, since I'm on the scrapbooking design team, I only get the main scrapbooking kit as part of my design team package. And then I get a discount on the other Scrappy supplies. So the Pocket Life kit that I get every month, I pay for that. Any stamp subscriptions I get, so the Traveler's Notebook stamp subscription or any of the other stamps that I pick up, I pay for all those too. So I want to stick to more of a budget. And I don't know what that budget is going to be yet. I think it's something we kind of have to talk to my husband about and kind of see what will work for us. And then I want to stick to that budget. And then, let's see, number 7, I want to reassess Project Life and then make a plan to get it done. I definitely want to simplify. I was spending a lot of time on it before, and I just want to make it something that I just get done really quickly and get it in the album and have it for my family to look at. So yeah, I need to make a plan about that. Number 8, I am only going to apply for design teams that I really, really, really want to be on. So at the moment, I would love to stay on my current design teams, but if I was to add another design team onto my list of design teams, I definitely want to apply for color cast designs again, because I really like everything that Jessica makes. And looking at my list here of the ones I've applied for, that's probably the only one that I would reapply for. The other ones, I don't know, we'll see, but like I don't see myself making Hip Kit Club anytime soon. So yeah, I just would like to stay on my current design teams and then only apply for ones that I really, really want to be on. Number 9, I want to learn hand lettering. I had thought about learning that last year, but then starting with scrapbooking and Project Life and all these other things, it just didn't seem realistic to add on one more thing to do. But I think that I could make it work this year, so I'm really going to try to learn hand lettering. And then number 10 is to be more organized in my photo storage and printing. So right now I don't have like a set date that I upload my photos from my phone. I only use my phone to take pictures on and film on, and so I want to be better about uploading like on a certain, like 1 day a week, do like my upload, organize them into folders on my computer, print out the ones that I want to use for 12 by 12, print out the ones I want to use for Project Life, and yeah, just make it work, like have a better system in place. Right now, the way that I've been scrapbooking is sometimes I'll start a layout and get halfway done and be like, oh, I need a picture, and then go print one out really quick on like, oh, this one will work for this layout. So I need to be better about like actually scrapbooking the photos that I want to scrapbook, because I do have favorite photos and I do want to scrapbook them, but I just don't have a system in place that's going to allow me to do that. So yeah, that's a big goal for me for 2018. So yeah, those are my 10 scrappy resolutions. I'm not gonna tell you my goal because I didn't reveal my goal from last year and I reached it. So I'm kind of weird like that, where I just feel like if I tell you guys about it, then it's not gonna happen. So yeah, I'm gonna keep the goal quiet for now, and then I might reveal it in at the end of 2018 when I do another one of these videos. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have any resolutions for 2018 and kind of what your plan is to accomplish those. And I'd love to hear everybody's resolutions. And I hope you guys like this video, even though it's ridiculously long and it's just me talking, which is silly. But anyways, I hope you liked it anyways. And I will see you soon for some more videos. Have a good day. Bye.